My peepers, what's going on, man? It's your boy Mike. I'm coming to talk to you guys today. I hope you guys are having a good day. My wife is not with me today. She's tired. She had a long day today, so she's probably sleeping right now, which is to be expected. She came home. She was cooking and taking care of my young until I got here, so she's not with me today. But y'all keep her lifted up in your prayers. And as always, thank you for your support to the Bestfriendsbook brand. Thank you for watching the videos, buying the books, and just the support. But I do want to remind you, we do have a YouTube channel, K&M Wyatt. So just YouTube us the link. I'll put the link in the description of this video. So go like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, because soon, and very soon, about next month or so, hopefully, all of the video content will only be posted on YouTube. So it will be transitioning to only posting videos on YouTube. However, I will continue posting the YouTube channel to Facebook, so you can go like, subscribe, watch the latest video content. And me and my wife have some ideas to begin doing some merchandising coming up. So hopefully when we're able to get that taken off, you guys will be supportive. So with all that being said, thank you so much. Let's get right into it, right? So tonight I wanted to kind of deal with the situation of support in your marriage. And this is something that is vital. It's very important that you support your spouse in what they're doing and what they're going through, and what they're going to be going through in their mind, in their hearts, because life is hard for everybody. And it's harder when you live with someone who you can't talk to and who doesn't support you. You know what I'm saying? Even if they say things that you don't necessarily want to hear at that particular time, them being there to give you a different perspective and a different way of viewing your situation is always good, because it lets them know I care and I'm here for you. I'm here to ride this out with you to the end. So, if you end up having to off somebody and you need somebody to hide the body for you, hey, I got you. Hopefully it don't never have to come to that, but if it do, hey, I got you. So, if I see a lot of people in marriage, man, who support their own dream, but you won't support the dream of your spouse. But you want them to come to all your events, but you don't want to go to none of theirs. Get mad when they have to do things, or whatever the case might be. Like, don't be that spouse that's so selfish and so self-centered that you can't put yourself on the back burner to support the person that decided to spend the rest of their life with you. And then in the next year, my wife has a lot of plans to do a lot of different things, and I'm supporting her 100%. And everything that I'm doing, if I can't do it in the process of supporting her, I gotta wait. I gotta wait. I don't mind doing that, because I understand that there are some things that she needs for herself and for her personal self growth that are gonna require my 110% support. And I'm gonna give that to her regardless of how I feel, regardless of if I like it, regardless of if I agree. That's not the issue. The issue is she needs my support, and I'm gonna give it to her. And for those of you who are out there in your marriage and you're struggling with this area, understand me. You need to support your spouse. Okay, it's a shame, and you should be ashamed of yourself if you support everybody else's dream but your spouse's. And I'm gonna go out on a whim and I'm gonna say this, and I know some of you aren't gonna like it. You may not even agree with it, but it is the truth. Don't be so supportive of your church, married folk, that you forget you got a husband and a wife at home who also need your support. I'm not saying not to support the church. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is make sure that there's a balance of support in your home. Because one thing's for certain, two things for sure, right? Husbands are to love their wives as Christ loved the church and gave his life for it. So if that's going to be the case, if that's the doctrine that you're going to be professing and the doctrine that you're going to live and abide by, then you need to make sure that your spouse is number one on your list of priorities. Number one. Not number two, number three, not number 4 or 5. Number one. Because if they don't feel like they're number one on your list, they're gonna be number one on somebody's list. Me and my wife talked about this on yesterday's video. If you're not showing your spouse the attention or communicating with your spouse the way they need to be, they're gonna get it from somebody else. Well, it applies here too. If you're not giving them the support that they need, they're gonna get it from somewhere. And then you're gonna be the one left holding the bag. So support your spouse. It's not hard to show your spouse support. It really isn't. Sometimes all it takes is for you to say, "Don't worry about it, boo. You got it. You got it." But sometimes it requires a little bit more, to where you're going to have to give a whole nother perspective of how to look at something. And if you don't have the ability to do that for your spouse, then what good are you to your spouse? We want to be so deep about it, but it's not really that deep. It's really not that mystical, right? It's really that simple. Being there for your spouse means more than a gift. It means more than a gift. Gifts and treats and stuff will come if you support what I'm doing right now. And if I support you and you support me, ain't no way we can't win. Everybody's talking about building these grand businesses and dreams, and I'm with it. I'm for it. Let's do it. But don't be so focused on yours that you forget that you got a spouse that's got one too. My wife is better at certain things than I am. Her degree is in business and economics. My degree is in psychology and mental and behavioral health. Two totally different facets of life. So there are things that she do better than me. And I'm not so big of a man that I can't say that. And I let her thrive in what she can do. I don't know how to do certain things when it comes down to understanding business from a grander scheme. I understand street business. But there are other intricate details that you need to know that she knows that I don't. And that's fine. That's okay. That's all right. We recently signed some paper. We were going through a process for assisting for like a home and stuff like that. And my wife had to explain to me what some of this stuff is. Cause I ain't never bought no house. I don't know what this is. So she had to explain it to me like, boo, this is what this is. This da 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 da. There was a lot of things that I understood, but then there were those things I was like, that don't sound right. And she had to come in and be that person to say, this is what this means. And that's okay. And I let her do that, and I support her in that. But if you can't support your spouse in the things that they're good at and the things that they have a passion for, please understand, you will single-handedly ruin your marriage. Don't be so caught up, don't be so selfish that you forget that you have a spouse. Okay? So I'm challenging you guys to, if you haven't been supporting your spouse, please support your spouse. Please. Don't diminish what your spouse has got going on because you feel like your idea is better. There is no such thing as your idea being better when we're married. We're a team. So, support your spouse. All right. Again, I do still have some copies of the book. If you want to grab them before we order some more, we're going to try and get rid of these last couple of ones that we have. And buy them up. Again, you don't have to get it for yourself. If you already got a copy and you think it's a good book and it's a good work, purchase one for somebody else who you think might benefit from it. You know, we say all the time when our friends and stuff get married, oh girl, I'm so happy for you, but you won't even buy them nothing or buy them a book or anything that's going to actually impart something positive into their marriage that they're going to need. So it's just $10. It's only $10. So, you know, hit me up or go to Amazon.com. You can either type my name in or you can type in Best Friends and it should pop up. You can't miss it. So thank you all for your support. Be happy, be in love, be married. Best Friends Book. Peace.